Hello, Michelle. How are you? If I, you guys, I have to tell you, if I like go offline suddenly, it might be my internet. My internet's been wonky all morning. It's been just going off and on and off and on. So I don't know. Hopefully it will stay on, but I'm not 100% sure it will. Oh, what is wrong with me? I think it's stuck on top chat again. Oh, so how are you guys today? One day closer to the weekend. Second, I hate having to find a title for my lives anymore. I know I always manage to find one, but I couldn't even type good morning for the longest. You know what's really weird too, and YouTube is doing this now. It's holding a lot of comments for review. Like a lot of comments, like even people coming in and saying hello, they'll hold a comment for review. It's ridiculous. I don't know why it's doing that. If it's glitchy or what it is. Hey Gemma, how are you, honey? But yeah, they're holding like if I'm a moderator in a chat, I have to show comments like constantly. I'm showing comments. Like it, they're just holding them for review and holding them for review, and I don't know why, because usually nothing wrong with the comments. They just hold them for review. I think they're just doing them willy-nilly. It's weird, but so how are you guys? Like I said, if I go off suddenly, it's probably because my internet went out. And if that happens, I probably won't come back because it's been like wonky all morning. It's been going out and in and out and in. I was trying to watch Netflix and my internet went out, so I couldn't watch that, which really ticked me off, especially when you're watching a show and you're just getting to the good parts. You're getting to the good part and it starts buffering. Oh, it drives me crazy. So how are you guys? Oh, hi Denise. How are you? Nice to see you. Um, I'm trying to think of something to say is actually what I'm trying to do. It's been chilly here lately. Like, I mean, really chilly. I mean, we have flip-flop weather for a couple. It's supposed to get warmer though. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I had to go out and back. Now the comments are flowing. Oh, I know. I was stuck. I was stuck. It had me stuck on top chat. So the only comment that was showing was the one comment of yours when you came in. So now I see the comments are coming, are showing, but I've heard other creators say that sometimes they'll bring up Steam. And yesterday, actually, I was a panel ho yesterday, so I was on three different panels. But I've heard other. I can't remember what I was going to say now. I hope you are too. Um, People have said that too, that they'll go on StreamYards and it won't their comments, they won't see the comments for a while. And yesterday I was in Angie's chat and she couldn't post a link in the chat. Like somebody was supposed to, she wanted somebody to go up on her panel and a certain person to go up on her panel and she couldn't post the link in the chat. So it's kind of weird. But that happens every once in a while with me and StreamYards too. It'll just give me an error message. I thought I was the only one. I thought you were the only one here too. No big deal. 'Cause I don't mind if there's one person or there's 100 people. I love you just the same. I'm trying to get back into my routine of going live in the mornings so that because I routinely did that before. Um, I would go live every morning. So now I'm trying to get back into my old routine. Oh, because I love going live in the mornings, especially early in the mornings, because then after I'm done, I have the rest of the day. I love you too, Gemma. Then the rest of the day, I get all my stuff done, and I'm kind of wide awake after I do my lives. So it kind of keeps me. Hi, Jim. Long time no see. Good to see you, honey. What was I saying? Yeah, it gets me into my routine of going live in the morning and then staying up afterwards because I'm wide awake afterwards. So, but has anybody else been having like now, not only me, I'm having problems with my allergies. My husband must have sneezed 25 times last night, like right in a row. It was starting to get on my nerves. It was just like, achoo, achoo. I like about 20 times. I swear on my kids, about 20 times right in a row. He just kept sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. And I'm like, have you, and you take something for that. My God. Like, I'll sneeze, like, 4 or 5 times in a row, but I shouldn't bitch at that. That's the worst he does. I don't have much to complain about. Yeah, so my internet's been really wonky today, and you know what's really weird now? I mean, okay, so there's an elementary school that's, like, maybe a block away from where we live, so the school buses go by now in the mornings. And before the pandemic, when the school buses would go by, you would hear the kids, playing and, you would hear them like talking, screaming and playing in the bus. Now the buses go by, you don't hear nothing. Hi, Anita. Nice to see you. And you don't hear them, I guess. And then the other day I was outside and I looked at the bus and it was like half full, like only half full. So a lot of people must be keeping their kids, out of school, I think. But my husband just found out somebody he works with has COVID and her husband got it and he's in the hospital on a respirator. So now I'm all freaking freaked out about that. So I think we're going to go get tested to see if we had, although, we haven't been anywhere, but, just the fact that he's been in contact with her. So, but I don't feel bad. I don't have a temperature or anything. I just feel normal, like I usually do, lazy. My hub, my hubby is like, bless you, 10 times. Like, just wait till the last one. I know. My husband's the same way. He'll say bless you every time I sneeze. I'll say bless you for the first one, and then if when he keeps sneezing, I'll wait, and then I'll say to him, "I'll wait." Hey, vegan, how are you? How are you? You guys, if you haven't subbed to Vegan Realist, go for it because he's a great guy. He talks about everything. I'm going to pin your link there for a while, vegan. This guy is so cool. He's always coming in my chats. Um, Here, I'm gonna put your link in the chat. If you guys haven't subbed to him, sub to him. He's very soft-spoken. Um, but he's a cool guy. He's a very nice guy. There we go. So he's linked to the top of the screen. So if you guys know, I think, did it link? It said pin. Yeah. So his channel is linked to the top of the screen. If you guys get a chance, go over and check out his channel because he's a pretty cool guy. But anyways, somebody else. Oh yeah, I was in Diana's stream last night. Somebody from this channel found her, and I went on her panel, and I was like being a panel hog yesterday. I was on a few different panels, no drama or anything, just checking out other channels. Because you know, I'm kind of trying to stay away from the drama a little bit because it's got to be a little bit. The last time I had drama on my channel, it was a little much for me. Right. Yeah, she does some streams about autism. She's got a really good channel too. Hey Shaz, how are you? Boy, I thought I'd be by myself this morning. I'm like, I was. Hey Ben Ashworth. Hello, Ben Ashworth. How are you, Ben Ashworth? My bestie. One of my besties. Ben is like, I'm a OG of Ben's. It's on his channel when there used to be like 5 people in his chat. Remember that, Ben? The good old days when YouTube was fun. Ah, those days are gone. The whole racism thing is crazy. How are we supposed to know if a person is or is not racist? We don't know each other well enough. Well, that's why I'm staying off that subject because it makes me uncomfortable. There was somebody that came on my panel one day, a black fella, and he was using the N word, and I had to tell him to stop because I was very uncomfortable with that. And I didn't want to be, even though he was black, I was not comfortable with him using that word. Does that make me racist? I don't know. Um, I told him to stop, and finally, he just kept saying it, kept saying it. It was just uncomfortable. But I know for a fact, and here's the thing, I know for a fact, for a 100% fact, that Brian St. John is not a racist. That's one thing I know. And I hate when they try to, throw out the narrative that he's a racist because he's not. I'm okay. I've been a little depressed, but springtime is almost here for good, I think. Oh, Ben, I hear you. Is it because you've been inside? Listen, I was talking to Heidi last night, or Cindy, because her new channel name is Cindy. And I said the last time I was in a restaurant was a year ago for my anniversary, a year ago. Hi, Relaxing TV. How are you? Nice to see you. So it was a year ago since I've been in a restaurant. And I'm not talking like fast food. You go through the drive-through and get that to me that doesn't count as going out to a restaurant. That does not count. No, I'm not either. I'm trying to stay completely off of that subject. I don't think any of us should be, you know, And like I said, that night that I had the big drama stream on here, I said everybody on all sides have done things that they probably shouldn't have done, or said things that they shouldn't have said. We're all guilty of certain things. And how was it, Carla? Did you have a good time? When last year? Last year? I had a good time last year. I did. But I haven't been in a restaurant since. I would love, you guys, I swear to God, you're not going to believe me, but I'm hearing footsteps again. And I'm upstairs now. And usually I'm downstairs when I hear the footsteps. I'm hearing them in the hallway. The hallway. I swear I have a ghost. Oh my God. I need to start, I need to start taping it, like videoing it, because it's creepy. And of course, I watched the creepy show this morning, and then I'm watching this show on Netflix, a movie, and the stupid internet went out. God, nothing pisses me off more. And me, I'm so stupid. I mean, I get creeped out of my house, and then I watch like horror movies. Like, what is wrong with me? Duh. I should have had a V8. You know what I mean? It's so silly. You scare yourself watching those shows. Oh, I like that show too. But and you know what? The thing is with me is I don't watch much TV, and I'm starting to step back off of YouTube a little more and more, because it's just been a little too much. I just want everything to be resolved and things to get back to normal, and us to be able to have fun again on YouTube. I thought it was great that the Truth raised, I don't know how much she raised in her auction. I thought that was wonderful that she did that. Um, that was a positive. And maybe if people concentrated more on doing positives on here, we wouldn't have so much animosity towards each other. And I know Laura's taken the brunt of that over and over again. And listen, me and Laura have never been, fans of each other. But I call a spade a spade. I mean, she has taken a lot of hits. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? And I just think it's wrong. Like, she's gone through a lot on YouTube, and she's still building her channel, and that's not ending anywhere soon. No, I remember when Diane and Wendy were trying to get her off YouTube. I mean, it's ridiculous. Nobody's going to get anybody off YouTube. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And people have the right to earn money and you know make a living as they see fit. Yeah, she's not going any. No, she's not going to go anywhere. Come on. And I don't think people should attack or try and shame somebody for whatever reason. It's hard times. A lot of people have lost. Like, I'm lucky. I consider myself lucky because my husband has not missed a day of work since all of this started. But there's a lot of people that have missed work, have missed paychecks. And, for those people, it's been tough. Hey, jackpot. And we shouldn't shame them because they need extra help, or, they need some help getting food. I would do it if I had to feed my kids. And I could apply for food stamps or go to a food bank. I would do it in a second to feed my kids, and I wouldn't be ashamed of it. The season 2 ending was awesome. I don't know, I don't watch much TV anymore. Everything I have is either on Netflix or YouTube. I just think we can't shame anybody for that. And it just seems that people will hit low and hit people where it hurts. And a lot of people are suffering now. A lot of people are, you know, and we shouldn't make them feel bad about it. Nobody should feel bad about it because it's just a fact of life. It's a fact of this last year, you know, because a lot of businesses, I know around here, just around where I am in this little like subdivision in Pittsburgh, I mean, there's a lot of businesses that, I mean, restaurants that closed down during this pandemic. I'm honestly tired of all the arguing. It gets exhausting. Exactly, Kimberly. I know. I know. It happened on my panel the other night, and I'm like, I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable. I was tense. It got tense. I'm 46. I grew up with, you grew up with what? I don't know what you're saying, Ben. Yeah, she's a baby. Gemma's a baby. I worked 3 weeks in the past year. It's been a nightmare. Yeah, Anita, I get you. And a lot of the businesses are, well, they're just starting to open now around where we are, but I'm still not comfortable going to a restaurant. And that's like, that's hard on the restaurant business. In the UK, restaurants have been closed a lot of the last year. People are hurting. Um, yeah, same here. Well, in where we are in Pittsburgh, a lot of the restaurants were closed and a lot of the restaurants went. I finally go back April 7th and see my husband. Now I don't know what's going to happen with him in his office since that woman has had the COVID. So now she's just tested negative, and everybody else has to take their temperature when they go into work, even though they have separate offices. But I'm worried about him bringing something home. That could happen, you know. But, I mean, you can't live your life afraid. Hey, Mr. Positive, how are you? Austin, hello. When they remove the eviction moratorium, huge amounts of people will be in trouble, maybe even homeless. I just don't think anybody should make anybody feel bad if they have to apply for food stamps or if they have to go on public assistance. A lot of people, when the kids had to be taken out of school and they didn't have, you know, they were one parent families and they were still going to work. I mean, how were they supposed to, what were they supposed to do with their kids? Like, just leave them home alone? It's sad. It's been a really rough year for a lot of people, a really rough year. And look at what they missed out on this year in school. Like they missed out on their friends, they missed out on like sports activities. And it's just sad to me. I mean, we've never seen anything like this. We've never seen anything, and I hope we never see it again. I hope I haven't been able to go see. Well, first of all, I'm not going to go into an airplane. I don't, I don't want to breathe recycled air. But that's just me. I mean, I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken shit. I am. But I haven't been sick. Like, knock on wood. Knock on wood, I haven't been sick. I don't know. I think everything's starting to slow down as far as everything, like the big drama that's been going on the last couple of months. I think it's started to just, as far as I can see, but then I'm not on 24 hours a day. So you've been on airplanes all through this? Really? See, I'm nervous about airplanes. Were there a lot of people? Were the airports busy? We were supposed to go somewhere last year, but it didn't happen. Michelle, thank you so much. She's so sweet and loving. I'm just reading, guys. Don't mind me. If I suddenly go, it's because my internet went out. It keeps buffering. That's why you guys can hear me, right? Because my it just shows it buffering, and then I don't know if you can hear me or not. Weird. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start, making a habit of going live in the mornings and then just, you know, as long as I see you guys in the morning, it gives me the incentive to get moving and, at least, you know, because I really have nowhere to go. What am I gonna do? Go grocery shopping? I'm not really one to go to the mall and go have coffee by myself. Let me see. No, a lot of shops aren't open at Pittsburgh International, but Virginia, North Carolina, and Las Vegas, their airports are. It's nowhere near as busy as it usually is. Exactly. Well, I wanted to go. We were supposed to go international, which is to Canada. He's working. He works 7 days a week, Kimberly. Um, oh, here we go. I like to go abandoned explorers. Feel free to check me. Oh yeah, Michelle Owens. She has a awesome, awesome channel. She goes to you go to haunted places too, don't you? Let me post your channel link in here, Michelle. Michelle. I have to check the spelling. Owens. Um, oh shoot. Why can't I find your channel? Hang on. You're in my subscriptions. I know that. Yeah, go check out her channel because they go to they have some haunted, not haunted videos, but some creepy videos. Let me see if I can find out. Michelle. I know you're in here. Oh, there you are. Oh, share. There you go. This is Michelle's channel. Um, I don't know when I when I go to look for um channels, I have a hard time finding them. There we go. Guys. There we go. There we go. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I like watching, see, I like that. I like those urban explorers. And I like when people go to graveyards. And I like when people, I like the paranormal stuff. I'm really into the paranormal stuff. I must be sub to probably 100 paranormal channels. No, no, probably not that many, but probably about 30. because every time I watch one, they put up another link to another channel that's got paranormal stuff on it, and I sub to them. And then of course it said that's what I do with my, when I go on YouTube, that's where I'm going. Hi, Haruruk. I'm not very good at pronouncing your name, but I hope I didn't completely decimate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I like watching urban explorers. I like watching the paranormal stuff. I actually did one stream where I went through a graveyard, but my phone didn't stay charged. And it was really weird because it was just in back of my house because there's a cemetery, like there's across the street behind the house across the street it's a cemetery. I like homesteading channels too and survival stuff. You would like uh you would like oh geez, what's his name? What is his name? Oh God, I forget his name. Why would I? Why? Everything's slept. I'm up too early. I'm like too tired. Rolling Homestead. Rolling Homestead. He comes in here, and you know what's funny, Anita? He always comes in here when I'm having a, you know, like drama, and he comes in to save the day. He's such a sweet guy. I love him. Oh, he's got 5,000 subs. That's right. I'm going to post his link in here too, because he always seems to show up when I need him the most. His name is Rolling Homestead. He's got a homesteading channel, and he does, like he said, he hasn't been live for a while, but he does go live. So check him out. Rolling Homestead. I know, I don't know what those symbols are. That be Chinese? I don't know. I once one time on my keyboard I put it some different language and I couldn't figure out how to get something. And it was just all these symbols. Oh my God. I'm such an idiot. I should never touch buttons on my computer because what happens is I'll touch a button like I did yesterday. I touched a button and then I couldn't get it to go back to the way it was supposed to go. Oh my God. I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. So frustrated. I even called my husband at work and I'm like, "What? How do I fix this?" And so he's telling me all these fixes. Well, I figured it out now. Now I know how to fix it. But yesterday, I was so frustrated. I was ready to throw my computer out the window, swear to God. Hello to you. I sub Gemma. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Rolling Homestead is great. And Anita, he always he always shows up whenever I'm having like a difficult time in here, you can almost guarantee Rolling Homestead shows up. And he found my channel because he felt he felt sorry for me because he saw that I was being picked on a lot. And he just like kind of came and he's been like my hero. He really has. It's good to have somebody like that in your corner, especially on YouTube. Sometimes it can be rough. I'll tell you guys, sometimes it can be rough on YouTube. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not hard to do these streams. You just have to get up there and talk." First of all, you have to find things to talk about. Second of all, the hate you. some of the comments that I've gotten on some of my lives have been horrible. And you can't help but take it personally because they're attacking you. I mean, there's one in particular. I mean, every time I see her name, I don't even read her comment because I know it's going to be nasty, just nasty. And it's hard not. Then people will say, "Oh, well, don't take it personally." Well, that's kind of easy to say. I would never do YouTube. It's too mean for. I know it's too mean. I always thought it was too mean for me too. But anyways, guys, I wanted to say this too. I'm going to be having a giveaway, and it's going to be a good giveaway. It's going to be a really good giveaway. Because I made it to 2,000. God knows how I did it, but I made it to 2,000 subs. So I'd like to give a decent giveaway. And I'm from Korea. Oh, cool. You know, I was watching the other night here Rook. Sorry, I probably ruined that. I was watching a stream about Korean street food, how they make it, and oh my gosh, it looked good. A lot of fried food. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I would like to do a giveaway. I don't know how I'm going to do it now. It's going to be if I'm going to put just, you know, people that I mean, it has to be something that's fair because you can't just do it for your members. You can't just you. It's against terms of service. Okay, so everybody's included. Like you can't just do something. I mean, if you have a Patreon, you can do it just for your Patreons. I mean, that's you know that yeah. I don't have one, so it has to be something that's fair for everybody. So there are wonderful people on here. There are really good people on here. There are really nasty people on here, but there are really good people on here. Sorry, guys. I had a frog in my throat. What does his profile pic look like? He's kind of, didn't I post his link? He always goes on camera too. He always shows himself. So he's not pretending to be somebody that he's not. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. You missed the link? Let me see if I still have it. There it is. That's his channel. I think that's his channel. Yeah, that's his channel. Rolling Homestead and Wild Edibles in Wisconsin. If you like that kind of stuff, I like that kind of stuff. See, I like, homesteading stuff, especially now. I think we should all be, and be interested in that stuff. That the tiny house movement, I'm into all that stuff. So you got it? Okay. He just got to 5,000, so he's doing pretty good. Guys, I am hearing freaking footsteps. I'm freaking out. Let me see. Oh, it's light out. Oh, God. That just scared me. Cog Hill Farm are really good. I love them. They usually do like they promote homesteading channels on his lives. Sometimes he does collabs with other homesteaders. One time he was on um my channel and he was on panel and he was talking about stuff that, that he made, like dandelion butter or jelly. I think it was dandelion butter, jelly and stuff that you wouldn't think of. And he knows, what, you know, what plants are poisonous, and he knows a lot of good information. Because another one that he brought on my channel actually was, but because of the pandemic, he hasn't yet, but was accepted to go on Naked and Afraid. I don't know if any of you watched that channel, Naked and Afraid. And he was accepted to go on that show. But then the pandemic happened, and I don't think they filmed any since then. I watched Jake and Nicole. They moved to the forest in Canada and built their home. It's insane the work these two have done. Oh, really? Can you post their channel? See, I am all about that stuff. And like I watched the other ones that they make, like Cobb homes and stuff. Like, oh my God, people are so inventive. You've got a ranch, Anita, so you can post it if you will, because I'd like to sub to them. But yeah, I like I like channels like that. I like urban explorers. I like a lot. See, my tastes are varied. I have a varied taste in what I like to watch. Very seldom. That's why I'm like, I don't know why we have televisions, because to be honest with you, my husband is the only one that really watches. Okay, I'm going to go sub right now. Off Grid Paradise. Is that the name? Subscribe. Bell. Wow. They're not hard to look at either, are they? Goodness gracious. They look like they're in good shape. Well, I suppose if you're like roughing it, I gotta start doing some exercises too. I mean, come on. Didn't you see her? She's like a blonde bombshell. Wow. I watched Tyler and Todd. That's a gay couple. Oh my God, I am in love with those two guys. I love their channel. Tyler and Todd, they're building a tiny house too. See, I'm all about the tiny houses, so I'm always finding these channels, and I'm like, eh, click, subscribe. I probably have 500 subscriptions to different channels. I need to start getting rid of some because it's too much. I got rid of a lot, and then I resubbed. I subbed a lot more. So I need to stop. Like, if I'm gonna unsubscribe to channels, then I need to stop subbing to more. Because I think I sub more than I unsubscribe to. If I haven't gone to the channel in like, you know, 6 months, then you know, I'm just not gonna stay a subscriber. And then some people don't have any content on their channel, or they stop making content, or they don't even go live. And then some people use other people for their content. Okay, no, I shouldn't have said that. That was not nice. I'm trying to be nice now. From now on, I'm gonna be nice, I promise. Made nice girl. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so my internet might knock me off. It keeps buffering on my end. I don't know if it's buffering for you all, but it's buffering for me. But I wasn't going to come on for very long anyways. I'll just hop around. You know what's nice about going on someone else's panel is you can hop off. You can hop off. But when you're on your own panel, you're still there. There's another homesteader who brings their produce for the probiotics as she has severe Crohn's. They also take meat, rabbits, and quail. Lovely people, and their channel is Black Pack Homestead. Oh, I'll have to check it out. There is a lot of, and more since this pandemic. I find that I see that they're popping up a lot of, and I found this other channel yesterday was called uh Depression Era Cooking, and it's this grandmother, and she's actually passed away. She passed away at 98 years old in 2013. But her grandson had filmed her a lot of her cooking, and all her recipes are all from the Depression when she was growing up, because she grew up in the Depression, and it's really an interesting channel. So I don't know how these things come up in my recommends, and then I'll watch something, and then I'm like, yeah, I like that. So I'll just, you know, do you know what I'm talking about? And I didn't realize she had passed away, but she does. And she talks about what happens is she'll make these Depression era meals, and then she'll talk about, how they lived back in the Depression. Yeah, she's really, really interesting. I was sad to know that she had passed away, because I saw, like, when I was looking at her videos, like one was posted 3 months ago, but he must have filmed this, years ago, and then, just posted them. But she's such a sweet lady. And I was so sad because he did like a memorial to her. And I was very, hi, Yang Vlogs. Thank you. So I was really, really sad to see that she had passed away. I'm like, no. 'Cause I had watched, I was kind of binge watching her, because she was making stuff like garlic spaghetti, and she did uh twice baked potatoes. She depression, and it was all Depression era. My father was born in 1921, so he grew up during the Depression. Really? Seriously. And well, I love her channel. I haven't watched every single one of the videos, but I will. I watched a few of them. I think I watched four of them. But what I didn't, not necessarily the cooking part of it, but the stories she was telling were really good. Sorry, that was wrong, my self-reliance. You're silly. You're silly. You silly. But yeah, the stories were really good to listen to. Like, she's talking about how when her and her brother did their homework, they had to do it by a lantern, and then they got electricity, and I think she said 20-watt bulbs or something, and they thought that was really, really bright, because they were used to doing their homework by candlelight or lamplight, I guess. Yeah, I bet he does have some stories. She sure did. I was amazed at, the cooking part was okay. But she's just so cute. He would have been 100 in May. Wow. See, and she was talking about, because he said that she was going to cook something for her 100th birthday, and she didn't make it to 100. But she did make it to 98, so she lived a long life. My grandma during the war was in the land army and went to work on the farms to keep them going. A local museum had the uniforms on display and she loved it. Oh, that's nice. I love hearing stories like that. And see, you hear these people say, boomers, boomers, boomers. But you know what? You can learn a lot from people that had to really go through like the real boomers, or I don't know if, even if they're called boomers, but how they survived with little to not, like she even said to her grandson, you guys wouldn't be able to stand it because they had to do without. They had to do without, and kids don't have to anymore. They're entitled. And they had to do stuff like she said they would go to her aunt's house and they would be really cold and they would get there and their aunt would have something warm for them to drink, and then for entertainment she would read them a book. Like that was their entertainment, was reading. you know they were called the greatest generation for a reason. They built this country. They did. They certainly did. We have his love letters he wrote to grandma while he was, aw, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. That is something to cherish. And radio was big. Yeah, radio was big too. Yeah, because they would all sit around the radio and listen to, remember when you see on TV, they would listen to like stories on the radio, and that was their big thing until, television in the 50s came around. But yeah, so I love her channel. If you guys I can't even remember what her name is. What is her name? Let me check it out. 'Cause I just watched it. I just watched some of her, and if you guys get a chance. Okay, it's Great Depression Cooking. Here we go. I'm going to post her link in the chat because she is a sweetheart. She's a sweet lady. I love her channel. I really do. Here we go. It's the Great Depression Cooking, or Great Depression Cooking, something like that. Yeah, Great Depression Cooking. If you guys get a chance, just go check her out. And it's not so much the cooking as it is the stories that she tells. And you could tell that her grandson really was interested in hearing her stories. Well, I just posted the link in the chat, the side chat. So if you want to go check out her channel, I found it by accident, actually. Yeah, I found her channel by accident and I just started watching her and I'm like, wow, this lady is amazing. She's just amazing. And I just loved her. And like he was asking her questions like, what are you going to do? Are you going to go to heaven because you're so religious? And she says, I hope so. She had a very, very good attitude. And she wasn't complaining at all about how little they had. She was happy with what they had. You know, you see that a lot with that generation, is they appreciated everything they had. like she said, they would very rarely get to eat meat. And when they did, it was something. It was like a, a real treat for them. But I've never, in all the stories that I heard her telling, never heard her complain about anything. She was laughing, like she had such a good attitude, such a good attitude. I just love her. I was so sad when I found out she had passed away because I had looked down at her videos and I'm like, wait a minute. She had one 3 months ago, but he must have kept these videos that he had filmed her and had just posted them. Like, you know, that's 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 a shame. I wish she was still here. I love that lady. And I just found her. I hope he has more videos to post because I'll watch every single one of them. Definitely will. So, but yeah, you can find channels. Sometimes things come up in your recommends. Just check out these channels. Sometimes you never know. You'll find a channel that you really, really like, or you'll find somebody you connect with, like Michelle Owens. I found her channel, and I don't know where I found her channel, but I found her channel and I love her channel. It's not about like, you know, channels that have 1 million subs or 100,000 subs. It's about what you enjoy watching on YouTube. Like if you enjoy watching people do urban exploring, go there, 'cause that's what she does, you know? And if you enjoy watching, hearing stories about Depression era cooking and stories about the Depression era, go there. If you like watching tiny house videos, go there. There's so much. YouTube is huge. It's huge. So we don't have to be stuck in one place doing like drama and, for Michelle's channel? Oh yeah. I thought I posted it. Hang on. Let me post it again. Hang on. I do have her channel because it takes me a while to find because I've subbed to so many people on here and I don't see it. Michelle Owens, here she is. Share. Okay, here we go. There we go. I think that's her channel. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, that's her channel. I think I got it. I got it, Michelle. You couldn't find your own. Well, I just posted it and I link in your channel. If I can find it, I'll link you, but let me see if I can find you. I can't even spell your name, sorry. Um Peru TV. Oops. I'm trying to find it. Oops. Why can't I find your channel? That's because you got those symbols there. RURUK TV. Oh, okay, I found it. Here you go. Here you go. I can't say your name. I can't pronounce your name, so I'm like, I'm not even, I'm say Haru. There you go. There's your channel. You're linked up. Oh, okay. You found it. Yeah, I just typed in his name, which I can't pronounce for the life of me. But well, guys, I think it's been an hour, so I'm going to call it a day, and I'll see you guys around. Hopefully, I'll see you in around YouTube. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. And remember, if you want me to post your channel links, just ask me, and I'm more than happy to promote you. But you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.